Blue Cross Blue Shield North Carolina is the largest health insurer in North Carolina. We have about 4.3 million members and cover just about everything across the board for our insurance there. Around 2017, we had some significant challenges with testing. We had just done a big outsourcing of the entire, testing process and organization, and went from folks that had, like 16 years average experience to folks that had about a year. So there was an opportunity. How do we get to the knowledge of the folks that are actually doing the testing, and how do we make them interact better with the rest of the business, the rest of our developer community and delivery community? For TMMi, there's effectively a set of standards and levels that you go through maturity. So test maturity model, just like CMMI except for testing. And it shows things like what your different processes need to be. What does a business requirements review look like? What does a development review look like? How does that then come into how do you build your test strategy, to build your test cases, to build your overall process, and then up through, well, what do we do about our test environments? Then how do we get better for knowledge management? How do we look at automation overall, and what are good targets for that, both in terms of overall percentages and then what types of test cases do you target for that thing? So our goals with our TMMi project and just overall improvement, the bottom line was really just to get our testing organization improved and standardized overall and build in a continuous improvement. So when I think back, my main goal is let's just get it to where people can test, they know our systems, we've had some standardization, and we have transparency all the way through it. So it's not like we went to Cognizant as a testing organization and said, hey, build out your own knowledge on our systems. No, we had to be all in together to do that and get to that point. So all that automation that we built, we went from around 15% regression automation, that's for the tests that you repeat when things go in, to now our goal is 75, we routinely hit above 90 to 95% every month on our regression automation. That equals savings. So we'll probably save around $7 million a year or so on a cost avoidance standpoint from our automation, not to mention other things. And it really allowed us to do things that we simply would not be able to do. So we did a data center migration, completely lift and shift almost all of our applications from one data center to another. We would not have had the capacity to do that if we didn't have that automation and all the things that we built in through the TMMi process. And the reality of it, good, bad, or indifferent, if you ask the people or Cognizant folks that are on there, they probably consider themselves more part of our overall Blue Cross North Carolina quality testing and delivery team than they would necessarily Cognizant. And that's really what you want. So if I look at the relationship with Cognizant now, I would consider us true partners in pretty much every meaning of the word. So with our work with Cognizant, we're the first healthcare organization to achieve TMMi, test model maturity, level 5, in North America, and for that matter, the first company to achieve level 5 certification in North America.